janitor, or Mr. Hollywood, whatever you prefer. So here, I'm going to show you the new Edge 23 foot. I call this the new evolution of the Edge. This is a 23 footer. We've got a customized trailer. You've got a 2-speed jack right here. You just push it on the handle. Then puts it in neutral, go over here, and then puts it on extra low speed. To make sure it's locked, all you do is go like that, locks her up. Anyway, you can step from here, step to here, reach in, hook up your winch line, your safety strap. While you're in the water, and then just jump out, get on the ground, get in your rig, pull the boat up. So it's really easy to load. And this here is your full 2-speed jack with the lock for the brakes, 2 wheels. Those don't corrode up and rust on you. You got a spare mag wheel over here, a V-block right here. Helps you center the boat. Say if you're off a little bit, it'll hit, kick it right back on, just power it on up. Got weep holes for drainage. They got a nice little reverse chine here to keep the water spray down. And that's a Shakespeare hailer horn. Listen back. So basically what that one does is like on your fog hailer horn that you got on your VHF, you can actually listen to people. If it was foggy, you can hear a boat coming. You can also talk through that and have your fog blast. So it's really neat on even loading boats. You don't have to yell. And that's a new light I found. It's called a Spot Go 360 Go light. That actually hooks up into your pre-existing bow light connection or anchor light. So all you have to do is just turn it on like this wireless remote. See it spin 360 degrees. While I'm doing that, look up top. That's a Garmin 24 HD radar, excellent radar. That even has your running lights, red and green on the front of that. And then when you get done with that, you just pull it out, put it in a bag, good to go. This would be excellent for docking or coming in late at night. See where you're going. Now this up in here, you can see up underneath the driver's seat, right up underneath there in the passenger, how deep that V is. That's like a 65 degree V right there. You're going up to about 68, I say, right up in the front. And it's a 20 degree in the rear. It's an 8-foot bottom. And your running lights over here are LED. Welded on cleats. Got Scotty 1101 electrics, automatic. Set them 3 feet below your boat. It'll shut them off so the weight don't come up and smack up against the side of your boat. And if you notice here, all this here is rhino lined. Welded on cleats, large walkway. You got 38 inches on the freeboard. That's the largest in the business right now. You also got 5086 alloy aluminum, sides and bottom. You got 160 on the sides, 1/4 inch on the bottom, 1/4 inch on the transom, 1/4 inch on the deck. Like your stout tubing here for strength. For your offshore bracket, 3/4 inch where your motor bolts onto. And your gas fills here. We went ahead and went to LED rear deck light, bright. That'll lighten up the sky right there. Up on top there, you see the rocket launchers, 6 of them. Ski pole for top for wakeboarding. And you got your removable crab davit that's sitting over here with a block, and that you do pull out. You put a cap right here. You don't even know you have a crab davit if you're not using it. Also, we put a jam cleat right here, so when you pull it up, you can lock it, so you don't have to hang on to the rope when your crab pot's moving around on you. Okay, then back to the trailer again. These are all, like I say, welded, custom built for this boat. You can see there's no hangers, springs, anything on here to hang up. And we went to a 1 kilowatt transducer on this boat. Transamount. And then on the sides here, we got what we call the reverse hook right here. That's like 5.5, 6 inch with a reverse right here. And what that does, it stabilizes the boat. So you don't get that rock. There's no need of trim tabs on this. And then we use a larger transducer bracket so you don't have to drill into the back of the boat. And here's an extra like lift right here. And what that does is help pick this and stabilizes the boat at higher speeds. And this got the dive ladder right here, as you see. And if you look around his wiring harnesses coming out the back right here, you don't have just these rubber boots hanging out here. That's kind of one of the nice things that Ruben does, instead of just having boots. And then your hydraulic lines are running through here. It's got hydraulic U-flex steering. And I highly recommend these Yamaha Ram Savers. Problem is with these right here, people keep pushing that button. What happens, they'll bust because of all the pressure. And actually by using this, you're taking the weight off there and bringing it back here. So when you're towing it, it's a lot better to have that. But always, when you use these, put it on that left ram. Don't put it on this one on the right, because you got a zerk fitting right here. If you do, when you bring it down, you're going to bust that off. And this is a Saltwater 2 Series SDS self-dampening system, they call it. Yamaha 19 pitch, 3-blade stainless. That'll give you low end, top end speed. It took a lot of stainless props to figure this one out. This is the best one on the market. And then we went with this little 9.9 high thrust, amazing motor. Put it on a 28-footer with twin 225s like this. Push that boat 5 to 8 miles an hour, no problem. Now this is a new 225 V6, lightweight offshore motor. Lots of torque, and we're going to find that out later. I'll show you when I'm on the water. Then on this little motor, this is a power tilt. Okay, controlled up front as well as back here. So all I have to do is actually shift, and I'll show you that when I'm in the boat later. Got a lock, plus bolt it on. And I actually put this on here. This is an option that I did. So now when you want to run in the water, you can just tilt that motor all the way up. Boom, the motor ain't going to flop back and forth. Because with an offshore bracket, what you can do is you don't even need a tie bar hooked up from here to there, which I have another one I can hook this to over there on a quick disconnect. You just lock this motor out, and that's what this is for. When I get out of the water, I'll release this, spin this over here like this. And then all you do is just pull back on it, drop it, it's locked. So now, all I have to do is turn that's your rudder right there. This will keep locked in place, and that's your rudder. So when you're actually trailering it, you want to go like this, see the hole? And then you just lock it, tilt it up. And I would probably prefer, if you're just traveling, to leave it down like that. You don't need it up, you're not going to hit anything there. And then we add this slope curtain made plus what we call a cockpit cover. And the cockpit cover is actually going to go from the front window after we take all this down here, and it's going to go all the way to the back. So you can go 80 miles an hour down the highway. You don't have to worry about nothing blowing out. You can store it. You don't have to worry about these side windows, you know, decoloring on you in the sun. And I better go make sure that light's off there. Mr. Hollywood may drain the battery. Oh, look at that. See that little light on there? That means it's functioning. And if you switch this, this would go to a 3-point, which this is a 2-point connector right now. Dual wipers, heavy duty window, welded half. You can just pop that window out if you don't want it. On the front canvas, you've got 3 openings. You got your passenger, your center, and your driver. Hey Ryan, how are you doing? Not bad. Got some mag wheels, welded on kicker bracket. Now this the VHF antenna, that's really important too. This is what they call a 5225 Galaxy XT. You can reach out and touch somebody with that antenna. Now you can have the best radio on the market, but if you don't have a good antenna, it doesn't do you any good. This really reaches from the top to the bottom, so you get that full range of like transmitting and receiving. Excellent, excellent antenna. 5225 XT. And look at the nice little detail work as far as your coax. We put this in so you can just screw it in instead of using a clamshell. Large drain ports, which you probably don't need on this boat because your deck's only this deep. And that makes it solid. And I've never gotten water up in there in one of these yet up front. Okay, now this is the end of the outside. Now I'll take you to the inside of the boat.